physicality overshadowed the fact he had a number of assists last time. Seider's defense and physical play were noticeable the last time they played. Based on how last game played out between these two sides, you knew the rematch was going to be hot, and it happens next.
You knew the rematch was going to be hot. We've had about 3 months to cool off. Haven't seen Boston in a minute. And 11 seconds into the game, we have broken the glass.
Well, safety is the first priority, and it was a thunderous hit, and as a result, there's a crack in the pane. And
okay.
That, James, the maintenance crew will come out here.
That's a start to this game.
We're still in the early
Big hit from Simon Edvinsson. Face off in the Detroit zone. Lindholm, a shot that's blocked by Kane. To brink it. I believe McAvoy coming after him. Kane tried to turn it back. He found Larkin. And I don't know if that pass got blocked or what it was. Edvinsson, a wrister. Blocked wide. Tried to go to Edvinsson there. Pasternak spins. McAvoy. Puck still loose. On to Larkin's stick. Larkin will skate around. Back to Seider. Waited. Larkin again. Larkin was just going to try and take the shot. Still has this puck. Odd situations right now happening for Boston defensively, and they play that puck out of the net. Pasternak just got rocked by Edvinsson again. Seider with a big hit down low, and an injury on the play potentially. Raymond couldn't get it past Brendan Carlo. Knocked onto Comfort. Wait, JT Comfort had that. We could have a game on our hands tonight. A lot of weird happening out here. Charlie Coyle, front of the net. I think that was Zacha. Saved by Peter Mrazek. Between the legs, intercepted Coyle. Zacha hesitates, waiting for somebody. And just flung it down the ice. Gustafsson up the Comfort. Between the legs that went back the hole. Messy play, but here's Tarasenko. Back to Raymond. Shot got on. Jeremy Swayman out of play. I don't even know what to tell you is happening right now. It's been a very bizarre start. Two shots to one in all of this melee. Peak down low, lost it again. Cop back. Jeff Petrie a wrister, that's blocked. Rasmussen back to Petrie again. Blocker saves Swayman as Geeky will turn. Jones. You gotta feel like any day now, this Red Wings team is going to clinch a playoff spot. Andrew Kopp into the zone, send that back up the boards to Petrie. Cross ice meant for Fisher, instead finds Rasmussen. Petrie, big shot tipped in front of the goal, and that's Christian Fischer. Bizarre little tip it felt like that went square off the blade. No, not quite. Just an odd angle on it. I don't know. It just felt like a weird tip live. Petrie the shot. Fisher tips it in. Swayman's got no clue where it is, and it's 1-0 Detroit.
You gotta love those teammates that just continually perform in those big games, Cheryl.
Well, yeah, I mean, the pressure
gotta love it.
They deliver. I mean, just look at the stat sheet. He is a point-per-game player against this rival opponent, James, and you know that there's a level of urgency to his game.
Could not win it. Carlo to Brown. Hit by Sherratt, and Craig Smith out on the ice here today. Good hard pass up. Marco Kasper in front of the net. Got cleared out. And Zadorov with it for Boston, who's beaten Petrie. It is Beecher, and a save by Peter Mrazek. Berggren playing around. He'll swing around the net. Long cross ice pass didn't go. Berggren. Oh, that shot tipped on its way. Brown up to Beecher. Edvinsson, who's been a nuisance all day, missed that hit. Now, in on Mrazek. Puck is in the air, and Mrazek holds on again.
Because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
We got a little too confident there with Simon Edvinsson. Sacha, Larkin, won by Detroit. Edvinsson around the net. for DeBrincat.
DeBrincat swooping in on the
Alex DeBrincat around his man, front of the net. Great save, Swayman. I'm not sure if Swayman saved that cleanly or if it got blocked on its way in. That was certainly a good scoring chance. DeBrincat right around its defenseman. Quick draw, won by Boston. Lindholm between the legs of Kane. Frederick tried to get around Hull, was unable to do so. DeBrincat with a good pass to Patrick Kane. Kane swings it back. Justin Hull blocks squarely in front of the net. DeBrincat had it. Over to Hull. Looking for a one-timer down low for Kane. Bounced all the way back out to Coyle. Pretty rare that we look for a one-timer down low like that. Couple of defensemen up. Not a great chance on the rush here for Detroit. And now to make matters worse, line change going on. Down low DeBrincat. Back to Gustafson. The trailer is Tarasenko. Looking for anybody. Comfer right into Swayman. Jeremy Swayman not shy of playing that puck out of the net, though, as we now confirm that Brad Marchand is here. Missed hit. Down low by Hull. Gonna wind up with the puck anyway. Get that up the board slowly to Lucas Raymond. Comfort in the middle. Just got our lane kind of cut off there. Lindholm pinned in. Raymond fights that puck free. Gonna look front of the net. Pass didn't go anywhere near where I wanted. Sider tipped wide. No idea who tipped it. Sider the shot. Loose. It's in the back of the net. Whoa. Vladimir Tarasenko. It's the second tipped-in goal for Detroit here in this first period. And there's no replay of it. Swayman may have put that in himself at the end of the day. That would be my assessment of the situation as Jones' shot on Mrazek is saved. All Detroit here in the first. Rasmussen hit off the puck. Kopp picks it up. Cross ice. Sider. Rister blocked squarely in front by Carlo. Brazeau knocked down hard. Sider. Up to Christian Fischer. Already a goal in the game. Little Rister looking harmless in front of the net. No Red Wing could really get there. Skates underneath them. Jones cleared out by Mo. Puck still bouncing around, and Carlo comes free with it to Geeky. Got it away. Sider, maybe an ill-advised backhand pass. Casper lost it, got it back. Fed Sherratt. Needs something good to happen here. Sherratt kind of converged on. It's still with Detroit. Marco Casper, quick shot, saves Swayman. 10 shots for Detroit here in this first period, and 2 have beaten Jeremy Swayman on deflections. Which any way you can beat Swayman, you will take.
Late goings of this period. Detroit's really controlled the pace of play these last few minutes, leading by 2.
And especially the way that we played defense so far here in this first period, limiting Boston to just 5 shots. I mean, they have really been, that's such a terrible pass. Great takeaway there, Jeff Petrie, though. Petrie the shot, and he scores! Beats Swayman cleanly. We'll get back to that point in a moment. Jeff Petrie wrist shot for his 12th of the year. And it's 3-0 Detroit. Barely kept that thing in. Just found a way through. My goodness. But anyway, high-scoring affairs with Boston every time that we've played them so far this year. So it's great to be up. It's great to be up even bigger now. But something tells me that this is not going to stand the rest of the game. When you get out to a hot start like this, it rarely does. Sherratt gonna skate around. Now, I don't know if we're facing a tired Bruins team or what this is. Tarasenko with a great play down low. Clobbered into the boards, but he takes it away again. Tarasenko in front of the net. Puck in between the legs of Swayman. This time, he keeps it up.
The Red Wings created a lot of scoring chances tonight, and they lead it here late in the first.
I'd say it's an outstanding first period for Detroit. Raymond with a hit. Was looking for Comfort to do anything. Flung it to the middle and hole. Marchand came away with that. A good play by Gustafson to take it away. Tarasenko didn't want to move. Lindholm just got clobbered by Hull. Comfort running out of space. Tarasenko's got it. He gets clobbered too. Back to the point, Gustafson, and now Hull. Looking for a tip in again. Oh, Swayman out of the net to cover that one up. No, not how I would have expected it to go either. However, it is still way too early to tell.
In the final moments of this period,
A couple of nice deflection goals have gone in. Jeff Petrie, a wrist shot to beat Swayman cleanly. Oh, man. I mean, it's just been great for the Wings, keeping the puck in the offensive zone, limiting Boston shots. Kane in a bit of a rough spot here. Play that back. Edmondson just looking to wrist that on net. Loose in front of the goal. Oh, Swayman was down, but he kept it out. It's just been big hits for Detroit really all game long so far. Icing is called. I get it. Race to the hash marks was about even, but Kane had a chance at that. Kane was who that pass was supposed to go to in the first place, and for whatever reason, it just never went right. 15 shots to 5, 11 seconds to go, an ill-timed icing.
Nice job.
Puck came free. Back to Zadorov. Blocked in front, and a save by Mrazek. Sider annoying Jones in the corner, and that'll be the end of the first period. 3-0 Red Wings. Our first game played in about 4 or 5 days. Could have gone much better there in the first. 6 shots in under a minute of time on attack there in that first period, in our first game since Icepocalypse. Back to Lindholm, save Mrazek. Now, Peter Mrazek has had games like this before in his brief second tenure. No idea what happened there. Here with the Red Wings. He's had first periods like that, but then the second period is where things have gone wrong. I don't know what that cluster was. Sider, a backhand try over to Dylan Larkin. Gonna try and find his way free, and he does. Cross ice, back, Sider, wrister, saves Swayman. Back to Sider again, got picked off by Marchand, and he's too busy deking. Had a breakaway chance. Back to McAvoy, missed a shot. And now a chance here for Detroit the other way. Will feed Kane, who turns. Wrister, too much traffic. Picked up by Comfer in the corner. Detroit mid-line change. Gustafson stepped into one. That was blocked by a Boston player who looks a little bit worse for wear. Raymond forces another takeaway. Tarasenko front of the net. The puck's in the net! Off a defenseman, you could argue the second own goal for Boston today, and I want to say they've both gone to Vladimir Tarasenko.
Just crushing it in the offensive zone, but it starts at the defensive end too, Cheryl.
Yeah, as a former defender,
made a move in front, hit a skate, and in it went. When does the bad happen? You really do start to have to wonder, is Tarasenko going to look for a hat trick here on this? And he's got it! In less than half a game, Vladimir Tarasenko has scored 3. Goal number 28 on the season, and it is 5-0. We may chase Swayman here. That's not unlikely at this point. You could argue one of the first real good scoring chances we had, and that puck goes in. Problem for Boston is 4 previous went in as well. Gustafson moves in. Tried to feed Fisher there. Fisher got it anyway. Even fighting through a stick lift. And an unfortunate line change there. That was picked up by Jones. Bouncing free. Petrie trying to catch up. Saved by Mrazek. Could not get back for the rebound. It is 5-1. It is some messy scoring now that Boston is on the board. Messy scoring for both teams.
The Bruins have got one back, but they need a lot
we've slowed down on the hat tricks, especially compared to last year. Remember last year we had 2, maybe even 3 50-goal scorers. Sherratt drops it back, Rasmussen, who finds Petrie. There was a lane there, just a lot of sticks in the way. And there's a guy without a stick trying to play that puck there on Fisher, but what is my team doing? What is anybody doing? Sherratt, down low Rasmussen, he got bumped off the puck. Petrie in a bad spot, rounds the corner. Petrie front of the net, save by Swayman and out of play.
Play is whistled dead as the puck goes up and over. The Red Wings have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts.
Boston's on the board, though.
Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive
You gotta
zone.
feel like this game is gonna get at least somewhat close again. Smith just skated right in front of Frederick, took that away, and Siders up ice. Cross ice that was intended for Marco Kasper. Coyle could not get around Edvinsson. Frederick mashed by Mull. Oh, what the fuck? They still got that. Sacha lost it. Berggren, as Boston was able to skate through the net. Mo Seider is up ice, and it's the defenseman with a chance. No, snuffed out by Peak. Intercepted by Comfort. They've had to get rid of that. Bouncing around, Tarasenko looking for his 4th. He's still got it, not getting any help from defensemen. Raymond the shot and a save from Swayman. Gustafsson, that might be interference. It's not called. Tarasenko the shot and a save. Pull back to Gustafsson. Tarasenko again bulldozed over. Gustafsson held up just enough. Tried to go back to Tarasenko, intercepted by Zacha. And now Peak is around Raymond, who can't stop back skating. Lucas Raymond tried to cut through the middle, and my pass went backwards. Tarasenko took it away. Problem is he's got no gas in the tank, but I don't know if anybody does. Tarasenko with a save. And we do see that Boston is made a move in net after that 5th goal as Jonas Korpisalo has entered the blue paint.
Not good at all. Huge blow for the team. And
Face-off win, Boston. That is one thing they've been doing an okay job on. Pasternak. That got knocked down. Puck still bouncing. Lindholm in the air. Kane picks it up. Kane back to the middle to Brinkett. Never got home. And Lindholm, albeit stumbling. Oh boy, watch out. Lindholm down low. Marchand. The puck still loose in Mrazek. He's got that save. What are we doing? What is happening? Why is happening? Well, I don't know if I have a button to really tell you what's going on, so here's this.
Who do you think you are? I am.
We're halfway through this one. Sherratt up to Rasmussen. Full-on stamina is Rasmussen in a rough spot. Kicked free to Sherratt. And now Sherratt just trying to box out, and oddly enough, it works. Oh, good Lord. That was not supposed to go to Rasmussen. Look at Andrew Kopp. This play onside. Kopp knocked down. Intercepted Fisher. Christian Fisher with a goal in the game. Tried to go to the middle. Lindholm caught up. Is Fisher a little tired? Carlo, I don't know what the fuck he just did to get that pass off. Beecher is around Edvinsson. Edvinsson breaks that up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we missed Andrew Kopp. That puck is in behind Swayman. Icing waved off is... Oh, Edvinsson. Big hit there along the boards. Lindholm flung it to the front. Berggren with it now. Entry for the Boston Bruins has just been nasty all game, as Kasper was the one I wanted to have a chance to kind of knock that in. Never really did. Brazeau, shot, save Mrazek. Edvinsson around the boards, maybe a bit too hard. I don't really know why Detroit has not gotten a change in. It's a little bit of a mess right now. Craig Smith, try an end line goal for Craig Smith. Save. Good play to Pasternak. Lindholm will turn. Find Pasternak, but a defenseman back. Hole swept in, puck bounce free, Gustafsson. Long one up to DeBrincat, and this has a chance. Back pass to Kane. And, whoops, still with Detroit, and we give it right to David Pasternak. Never a good thing to do. Marchand, a long try. Stick on the ice. Hole got it around. And Pasternak, out of nowhere, makes that play. Gustafsson broke it up, and Pasternak still scores!
Is this a comeback here, Cheryl?
Well, it certainly makes the deficit look better. And listen, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but that's the starting point. If you want to be able to claw your way back into this one, you got to build off that last shift.
What are you going to do? He scored 53 on the year, and even though you don't see the simulation goals, you got to figure a good chunk of them are probably a lot like that.
Their way now, can they sustain it though?
It's going to be tough, James, unless they can string some shifts back-to-back together where they do create momentum and have possession in this game.
Boston has clawed this back to within striking distance, you would say. Vladimir Tarasenko stops, cuts, shot, saves Swayman again. Penalty upcoming, though, to Boston. Brandon Carlo going off for interference. Bulldozing JT Compher. For no reason, I couldn't tell you. That's what it takes to get an interference call in this game, by the way. A guy just going, Quick draw while I was emoting, essentially. Sacho taken down by Rasmussen. Kane had a lane for a second. He might still. Stumbled back to the point. Sider, one-timer Rasmussen! And a save from Korpisalo, who's done a much better job in net than Jeremy Swayman had. No goals allowed by Korpisalo.
Larkin's ready to take the draw here on this power play.
Another quick draw. One in behind the net. Lindholm got it free to Brown. Oh, Sider. Big hit by Mo. Do the Red Wings, will you say, have a chance, perhaps, to lead in hits today? Kane, cross, Rasmussen. Oh, it's just wide sticked aside by Korpisalo. Geeky between the legs. It was intercepted. Larkin, not really sure what anybody in a red sweater's doing. Top down low, Rasmussen fighting through. Larkin a shot from a mile back. Glove save, Korpisalo. Oh, what a secondary save. Keeps this a 5-2 game.
Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we've got a third period just around the corner.
That right there, if Boston comes back in this, save of the season, no doubt. But all Red Wings here through two. Jonas Korpisalo has been the answer that Boston has needed for the moment. The Brinket a shot and a save. Lindholm with it in the corner. Bruins down down three rather. Marchand flung it across offside. I don't know what happened to Lindholm. Weird game from start to finish, it looks like.
Lindholm's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. And off the draw, they take
Shan, Lindholm, between the legs. It found Kane. They just bulldozed Patrick Kane. And here is Alex DeBrincat. Defender back turn. Shot! Glove save Korpisalo again, man. Jonas Korpisalo is giving the Boston Bruins a chance here, and Patrick Kane might not be all right. Oh, we've had such a good streak staying healthy. We haven't had to deal with any injuries in a while. Kane a little shaken up, but back to the bench.
Kiki's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off.
Might miss our next game. Played tomorrow here on stream against the St. Louis Blues. As Kane's still giving it his all. Gustafson with a hit. Finding DeBrincat, cross-ice Raymond, and into the zone. Raymond, no defenseman back to really help out. Larkin trying to fight through. Good stick lift. Larkin to the middle. No, I don't know what's even happening anymore. Rasmussen, the shot, tipped in front, stays out again, and here comes Brown for Boston. Over to Geeky. It's knocked aside by Raymond. However, Bruins still over there. Whoop, watch out, Sider. That's a penalty upcoming on Boston. A move from Sider. Frederick's going to the box. Second penalty of the day on the Boston Bruins. And just that slight little move right there, I think, caught Frederick out. He had just come off the bench, and obviously he's just making a line right for the puck carrier, and one little move, and that's all it took. Draws the penalty. Good news for the Red Wings is that even if we don't score here on this, feels like we're going to kill a lot of time. A save by Mrazek. It's through to Kopp. Potential 3-on-1 for Detroit. Sider somehow just bumped off of that, and Carlo fought off two Red Wings. Oh, Kopp with a big hit. Kopp looking for something. Stepped around, save Korpisalo. The fact that we scored 5 on Jeremy Swayman. But Jonas Korpisalo has probably made about 10, 12, maybe even more saves. Crazy. Korpisalo is save again off a hard shot from Sider. Raymond takes it away, and Zacha takes it right back. Tried to send it to the middle. Kane fought through. Rasmussen stepped up on it. The door off. Larkin, Zacha just an annoyance there.
And now he tries to get it across to Saka. The Red Wings
Raymond with it. Not in a great spot. We'll get that up to Mo. Back to Kane. No, never got there. Larkin with it. Gustafson tipped in front. It is still saved by Korpisalo. This is a little bit of an anomaly game. Like, we haven't chased a lot of starting goaltenders this year. But the backup coming in and the offense still not really getting going. Just really hasn't happened. As there's another save. Tarasenko was looking for his 4th. Skated right over it. There's a hit from DeBrincat. Tarasenko back in. Fed Gustafson. Glove save. Korpisalo. What do we got to do? 10 minutes of time on attack to 2.5. This is a really bizarre game. The break in! Glove save, Korpisalo again! He's flashing it now.
He's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue.
Comfer is tied up. Back to Gustafsson. Save. Oh, loose in the blue paint. I don't know if I've ever seen this godly of a performance from the backup.
As they lead it big time here early in the third.
Comfer won it. The Brinket, the shot is blocked. Kopp missed the glove. Got it back. Back to Gustafsson. Tipped off the post. One-timer. Gustafsson. It's saved again. You cannot be serious. 2-on-1 for Boston. Saved again. Gustafsson just charging up. Feeds Comfer. Blocked in front. Even strength hockey for the first time in a moment. Raymond with a good defensive play. That pass missed Larkin. On to Peak stick. Pasternak moves in. Deeks to the middle. Deflected. Broken stick. It broke Sider's stick. We need some help over here in a rocket pass all the way back down to Korpisalo. He just went between his legs there. Larkin skated right over the puck. Nearly had a chance to add on. Rasmussen intercepts. Front of the net. Korpisalo again.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area.
Berggren,
James, and
down low, Kane.
They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Mrazek handles it down low. A rocket pass for us. Up to Marco Kasper. Snuck by the first hit. Back to Berggren. And a bad pass. Uh-oh. Watch out. Berggren, good play. Oh, God. Marco Kasper was the one that played that. Here's Lindholm. They tried to dump it in. Kopp off the bench. Plays it for Detroit. Between the legs. Sider, blocked shot. Fisher. Craig Smith, blocked again. Kopp, backhander. Of course, it is saved by Korpisalo.
And he takes the pass.
10 minutes to go here in this one. Boston still with a chance. There's a block shot from Jeff Petrie. Up to Fisher. Christian Fisher, foot of the net. It's loose in the crease, and Korpisalo kept it out again. This is ridiculous at this point. Mrazek down. Long one up to Raymond. On to Petrie, over to Mo, and Mo stops skating. Lindholm, he missed a hit. There's so much action for no scoring. 2-on-1 Boston. Jones is shot wide. And Larkin trying to play it. It wound up with Raymond after hitting the broken stick. Raymond, a wrister, blocked into the corner. Jones will turn. It still feels like there's plenty of time here for the Bruins. Hits the broken stick. Edvinson's fresh coming in. Puck bounce free. Larkin is out on the ice. He really has no business being out here. Comfort to a trailer. Justin Holl, another save by Korpisalo. Raymond lost it. Pasternak. 40 shots for Detroit. Over half of those shots have been on Korpisalo without a goal. Tarasenko up ice now. Fresh skater around the defense. Korpisalo kept it out again. Tarasenko just going to fire on Jonas. And it stays out. Oh, Lord. This has been the biggest turnaround in a game I think we may have ever seen. Gustafsson. Kane got stick lifted. Penalty upcoming and slashing on Boston, their third penalty. Not only that, he slashed him after the puck was gone. 35 months for Pat. Am I done for giving you my money for 3 years? Maybe.
Detroit's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
They haven't scored on their power play yet. They've earned this opportunity. They'll get another look at it. Look for different
I don't know what you
adjustments
just
to make.
said.
Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Dismiss that chance.
Maybe chat can understand. I cannot. Larkin in front of Korpisalo. Again, we'll revisit that in a minute. That's intercepted by Lindholm. And now Boston with a chance the other way. On to Marchand. Still loose. DeBrincat came away with it.
Now over to Copper. They go on the attack
Power
to the
play
left side.
still for Detroit. Tried to play it in between Comfer's legs. On to Gustafsson. Bad spot for him to pick up the puck. One-timer to Copy. Missed wide.
Put it in the side and missed.
Well, there's a
DeBrincat a wrister. It's finally gonna be Jonas Korpisalo. I'm not really sure how that's DeBrincat's goal. Looked like, I think Tarasenko reached out there. Honestly requires a better look than this. That looks like it got deflected, but it could have gone off of Korpisalo and into the net.
The game has simply gotten worse, and after that last goal, the coach's reaction says it all. He is not impressed with his team. Just look at him going up
I know
and
what
down
you're
the bench,
saying.
just riding players out right
But with
now.
headphones on, I can't understand her.
Detroit's performance tonight still showing no signs of let up here.
Especially because we're at home. The crowd's actually like electric right now. So if we were on the road, it certainly could have. But what is happening over there? Sider will feed Casper here in the final minutes. Red Wings just gonna try and add on more. Why not? After the performance that Jonas Korpisalo has put up against us. We have a lull. What did you say?
He is on the ice, and it just seems that every time it makes its way towards the net, the puck's going in.
The Red Wings have traded tonight like a shooting
good.
gallery and are in cruise control late in the third.
That's not very nice.
Lindholm's got the puck in his own zone.
Lindholm got hit hard, but it's picked up by Coyle. Hit by Edvinsson, who's played a great game with the body today. Casper front of the net, and we beat Korpisalo for a second time. I think Jonas just given up at that point. All those saves to keep his team in this thing, and they can't give him a goal. They can't give him an offensive possession, really. Marco Casper's 9th of the season really should put a wrap on the bloodbath of Bruins here, but there's still 3.5 to go, and shots are 46-18. Edvinsson between the legs. I mean, this is another thing. We've gotten bounces we don't usually get. Loose in front. Fisher just slapped it in there. It's still loose. Cup puts it in. 19th of the season for Andrew Kopp, and the floodgates have opened on Jonas Korpisalo, and I feel for the man right now. I mean, this just sums up the game. Odd shot from Fisher, bounces on top of the net, finds Andrew Kopp's stick. He shot that with power with one hand, and Korpisalo just has to sit there backwards and watch it go in. That's also a terrible depiction of NHL 25 and 24, 23, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
And this is one of those games that gives everyone confidence, and this is important.
More or less the same old shit.
They feel like they're contributing.
Copper on the boards to Rasmussen between the legs. It's a good pass to Jeff Petrie, and Petrie somehow gets around front of the net. Korpisalo. A save, as it is 8-2 Detroit. What was a 5-0 game turned into a 5-2 game, and now 8-2.
The Red Wings are in the home stretch of this one, leading.
And yet, if I read that correctly, I think we're still going to lose the hit battle.
The Bruins win the draw here.
Like, unless you just focus all of your user effort on trying to hit people, you're going to lose that battle just about every time. Not sure what the defensive strategy here was. Rasmussen in on goal to save by Korpisalo. Rasmussen tied up. Brazeau gonna get hit by Petrie. Zadorov swept it free to Jones in a rare save made by Peter Mrazek. He actually has to make back-to-back. That's another stick to keep this play alive for Boston. A shot block for Ben Sherratt and Larkin. DeBrincat, now Kane. Kane trying to find any help. Didn't really. Oh, great job to split the defenders there on that. But it's saved by Korpisalo. Here comes DeBrincat. Front of the net. There's another one. What has to be one of our higher shot totals of the entire season. 53 shots as things stand. And oddly enough, I mean, the majority of our goals were scored on the first 20. Can you pick Boston's goalie? No, they've had two. Truth be told, I don't think you want the goalie that's in net right now. Although, it might be the same result. I think Korpisalo is finally allowed 3. Final seconds for Boston, trying to worsen Peter Mrazek's day. Gustafsson will send it up the ice. And the Red Wings with a wire-to-wire win, which is a rare occurrence. No doubt about that. Mrazek didn't have to do too much here tonight. The defense and the scoring did the rest of it. What a game. What a game. We're going to head back into the main menu here. We'll put this in the YouTube edit as well. Kind of see where we're at in terms of playoff positioning, too, because haven't really updated that in a long time. It's fairly obvious. We just continue to win, but oh my goodness. Bloodbath here in Detroit, 8-2 Red Wings. Okay, so we're back in the main menu. I said I was going to update kind of the playoff positioning here. As this Eastern Conference has flipped a little bit since the last time we really took a good look at it. Red Wings, we have indeed clinched a playoff spot, as you'd expect, 106 points, 5 up on the Maple Leafs, even with a game in hand. So I really don't expect too much to change. We've already won 51 games this year. And I can't imagine any way that we're not the number 1 seed, the President's Trophy winner. But in a very tough division. I mean, honestly. Couple of 100-point scorers in our division already. Ourselves and the Maple Leafs, the Bruins, very, very close to that. But yet, nobody really remotely close in the Western Conference. So, Eastern Conference playoffs could be a gauntlet, especially once we get through round 1, if we get through round 1. But we are playoff bound. Currently, the Panthers and Sabres hold on to wild card spots, and I don't really think that Boston is going to fall that hard to the point that they're going to have to compete for one of those. Golden Knights, Oilers, Canucks leading the Pacific. Blackhawks, Jets, and Predators leading the Central. And both wild card teams in the West also come out of the Central, the Stars and Avs, for the moment.